Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and having a beautiful day. It's a lovely day out here today. It's nice and warm. It's still cold. I mean, we're still in winter, but it's better than the past few days. The past few days has been very, very cold. So I hope you're keeping warm. Today I want to repot these two Monstera Deliciosas I have. I want to make them one plant. I don't like how they look. They continue to grow weird. Like I know Monstera does that, and but I think they'll make a beautiful one plant than what's going on here. I mean, this is what I have here. I don't like this look, and neither do I like this look, you know. So so I just want to put them in one pot and make them one plant. That's all I'm doing today. So yeah, I haven't done a video like this in a while. I haven't done a video like this in a while. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while. Yeah, so let's do this. I've got this terracotta pot. Depending on how big the roots their roots are, I might just put them in here. But if they're not big, I'll just keep the pot small and use this as a cover pot, or this one as a cover pot. So let's just see what we are dealing with here. I'm just gonna pull it out gently. I'm just gonna tilt my camera that you can see what I'm doing. Just gonna move it closer there, and then tilt it this way that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to gently remove it out of here. Beautiful roots. Look at that. Those are absolutely beautiful. So this is our first one. Okay, I'm gonna try not to disturb the roots. I don't want to disturb the roots. It looks like we're gonna end up using this terracotta pot. It's big enough for it. So I'm just gonna put this one here for now. Let's take out this one and see how this one looks. Look at those aerial roots. So I'm just gonna pull this one out. I love monsteras. They are one of my favorite plants. I've got a few of them around my house. So yeah, I don't know about you. Please comment on the comments down below if Monstera is one of your favorites. As for me, it is. Look at those roots. It's got absolutely beautiful roots going on there. So I don't want to disturb the plant much at all. So I'm just gonna put it aside. I'm gonna make it lie down because it's probably gonna split. This soil is still fine. I'm just gonna mix it up with this one. Ooh, excuse me. Soil does that to me sometimes. Yeah. So I'm just gonna mix this up. It's a very nice airy mix. I love it. It's nice and airy soil mix. So I'm gonna obviously use this because yeah, this root system is big. I don't know. Do you think I can loosen it up a bit? I don't know. Let's see. I can try, but I really don't want to disturb it much. Okay. Yeah, I really don't want to disturb it much. Just for them to fit next to each other, otherwise I'm gonna have issues, I'm gonna have problems. Okay, I thought it would be good to just loosen up the soil, otherwise both of them side by side won't fit into this pot. So I think it only makes sense for me to loosen up the roots from the soil, or the soil from the roots, and then we can plant it. I'm trying not to break the roots, which is almost impossible. It's impossible not to break some, but at least there we go. So this will work. I think this is one of the aerial roots. Look how long it is. I'm just gonna tuck it into the soil. Yeah, so I think this one is good to go. I'm just gonna try and loosen the other one. You have to just do it slowly and gently. You'll eventually get there. Don't rush. Just take it easy, you know. There you go. I love Monstera Deliciosas. I find them absolutely easy to care for. They're super easy. I find them very easy to care for. They don't have any care in the world. I mean, I've never had issues with them. The only thing about them, if you're looking for if you've got if you're looking for a plant, they don't take much space in your home. This is not a plant to buy. Or you can buy it smaller. It takes its time. You can buy it smaller, but you might have to eventually at some point have to separate it, chop it down, cut it, give it to family and friends when it gets bigger. That's if you don't have space for it in your home, you know. It's a beautiful plant. It's absolutely beautiful. It grows big. It grows big. So if you're looking for a statement plant, a plant that, you know, that can grow huge and fill up space, this is one of them you can go for. But if you're not looking for something that will take up space in your home, I wouldn't advise it. But what I can say is you can buy it smaller and watch it grow, and when it gets to that place where you feel now this is way too big, you can divide it, you can chop it down, you can make smaller plants from it, you can give it to family and friends, or you can give it to your friend, you can give it to someone as a gift who doesn't mind a large plant, you know. But it will take a while before it gets to that state where it's too big. That's if you started smaller. So yeah, this soil is still fine. I want to put some of it into this mix. For me, when the soil is still fine, because I don't just throw it away really. You can still use it. You know, just mix some of it with what I have here. Now we're going to repot this. Okay, this is a nice and airy mix. Okay, you might want to add more. I've got perlite in here, I've got bark in here, you know, potting soil. So yeah, we're good to go. Got my cloth here. It's hard to repot and not make a mess. It's really very hard. I always try, but never quite works. Okay, so we're gonna use this pot, considering anything else will be too small. So Let's see what's going on. Maybe we can we? Don't wanna. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna try and be silly now. Okay. You want it to, the way you pick it up and put it in the pot, there's a look I'm looking for, and you know, if you can, you want to achieve that while you're repotting it, you know. So this one, I think like this is fine, and then we're gonna put the other one on the back. Let me just tilt my camera, see if I can do it from here. Okay, so I always try to plan how I want the plant to look in the pot before I put it in the pot. So I know these two can be like this, these two, and then I can just let's see what's happening here. If I can separate it without hitting it, great. But I don't want to hurt the plant unnecessarily. Though they recover quite well. Okay, here is one. So then you take, if I take this one, this will be the back, and I want to fill this up to not look the way it's looking. Then I'll make this one face this way. Yeah, it's beginning to look better. And then I'll fill this corner up. I don't know. What do you think? So, yeah. I think this is... Yeah, you can see you've got, that's why I say, this is what I mean by, while we are on this, while I'm busy doing this, this is what I mean. If you feel your Monstera, you started off small and you feel like it's getting all big on you, you can separate it. Exactly, see, you can separate it and plant them separately. And then you are back to where you started. You probably started like this, but then all of a sudden you've got this, or all of a sudden you've got this. You know, and you feel it's getting way too big for my space because I don't have enough space for that. Then you can literally separate it, and then you've got this, and you just plant this in its pot, and you can go on for a while with that, and you can put them around your house. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't just buy it because you feel they say it's gonna get too big, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when it gets massive. When it does get big, you can separate it. You can really separate it and plant them as individual plants, and they will do well. They handle that very well. Just be gentle about it. Now I've got about 4 plants, but I don't want to separate them. I want to plant them in one pot. Then I've got a nice big Monstera. The other thing you can do while we are still on this topic, you can cut them. So you can propagate them by dividing, like I just showed you, which these two were together. All I did was separate them, and the other two also I separated them. Now I've got 4. Or you can do it by cutting, you know, which you will take your scissors. You'll take your scissors and you cut right here, right here. There's a node. That's a node. There's another node. There's another node there. So you cut there, you already have about 2 cuttings from this, and you can put it in water, wait for the roots to develop, and boom, you've got 2 plants. You know, so it's easy to propagate. I've got these growing in water also. They're very easy to grow in water. Yeah. So yeah, let's put it all together. Like I said, I want to make one big happy plant. So we're gonna take this one and take this one And take this one and add, no, wait, this one. So I love how it looks. So we're just gonna add the soil at the bottom of the pot, just enough. Just enough, not too much, just enough. And then we add our plant. Okay. This is a lot of roots. Okay, then we add our plant. Okay. And then we can fill it up. Messing up everywhere. Okay, just gonna look for my chopsticks. I usually use my chopsticks to make sure that the plant has gone in there. How am I gonna do this? That's what happens when you don't bring everything you need to the table. Let's try the back of the spoon. Okay, it's not, you want it to stand. I don't like, I'm just gonna try again here. Yeah, I thought this pot would be big. It's actually a perfect size for it. Okay, maybe let's try put them one by one. That's the first one. This will be the first one. Because you want it to go in there, you know, it can stabilize. Maybe this is the first one. Okay. It's not easy. Let me get the chopsticks while I'm doing this. The chopstick for me works better. Okay, let's fill up again. chopstick. Just go in between the roots to make sure that the soil is in there. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Here it is. I ended up tying it up here that it can not spread out too much. That's what I did. I just used the cord to tie it up like that. So over time I'll just take the cord off. Hopefully it would have learned to stay, yeah, to not to go too wild, you know. So yeah, so I'm just gonna give it water and then we are done. Really, I'm just gonna water it just a little bit. The soil is still moist, so I'm just gonna give it just a little bit of water. I don't want to give it too much. I don't even think, maybe I shouldn't even, because the soil is moist. Maybe just a tiny bit, not a lot, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Yes. I'm gonna go like this, like that, like that, like that, like that. Yeah, I think that's enough. I don't want to give it too much because, yeah, because the soil is wet. So that's it from me for today. If you have a Monstera and you've got a whole lot of them and some of them don't quite look the way you want them to look, you can do exactly this. You can group them together. You can take them and put them together in one pot and you will end up with something as beautiful as this, if not even bigger, depending on how many of them you have around your house, which you want to put them together in one pot. And trust me, you won't regret it. And like I said, if you're dealing with the opposite of what I'm doing here, where you feel your Monstera Deliciosa is way too big for your space, you have enjoyed it, you've watched it grow, and now it's getting out of hand, you don't have space for it, you can literally take it out of the pot, separate it, and divide it, and plant it in smaller pots and start all over again. And you can even give some to family and friends, or you can put them around your house. And or you can even cut it. The beautiful thing about Monstera is you can propagate it in two ways, whether by separating it, which is division, or by cutting it. You can cut it as long as there's a note, you stick it in water and it will grow roots and you can go ahead and plant it. Otherwise, you can leave it in water. It can grow in water. So it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to your comments. And yeah, until next time, have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.